All right, so we are live. Hello. I have not done these for a while. I feel like it was necessary because the energies have been quite heavy and oh, hold on. Okay, there we go. Why is it echoing? Wait. Okay, there we go. All right, now we're ready. Now we're ready. So the energies have been quite heavy. I've spoken to a lot of healers and empaths and people who like feel deeply and who can read energies and also a lot of people that are they're very creative. Okay, energies have been heavy. A lot of I'm tired, I don't want to do anything, or just like meh. And this energy of stagnation. And there's confusion because like, well, but it's the new moon, and it's like, what do I want to create? What do I want to do? This is very different. So we kind of had that energy with the beginning of August. We had an amazing full moon, the last one. Um, what we're coming into right now, and I just addressed this in Thrive in the monthly membership. We just had a call and we actually went into scarcity and clearing that, whatever that looks like for each person. It was like a deep practice to like really uproot anything having to do with scarcity. And what is that story in the foundation story? And this is the time for that. Okay. So instead of kind of going into, right, what do I want to create in the outer world? What are my goals and targets? You want to go inward and kind of looking at that. What is, what has been standing in the way within to create that which I want outside of me? So instead of living from the outside in, living from the inside out. Because, well, I mean, if you're on this channel, you know that you create your reality from within. I recently heard someone say, which I totally loved it. It was income and outcome. Like income isn't here. Okay, it's internal and outcome is out there. So if you want more income, is like financially, you got to work income, okay, from within. And it doesn't mean that you don't do anything outside. Absolutely. But it's from this place of alignment. I just had a session with someone today, and we were speaking about how okay, I have to go into the why. Why do I think this or why this limiting belief is there? And I go, no, 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 no. It's you want to have like a touch and go approach when you're working with these blocks, okay? Not dig in it into it and understand, why am I in this and why have this been stuck? Because you become an inner workaholic because your past is created from your present. It's like, which frequency are you in? Can you focus on your current frequency? Because that is what's going to match the different things to you. And if it's stories of lack, you're gonna think of so many different ways in which you experience lack, let's say growing up or in your past, because that is what your frequency is set to right now. Okay, that's what you're receiving right now. That's what you're saying. Hey, more of that, please. Okay, so we want to focus right now, and we have a powerful moon and a full moon eclipse coming up. We want to go into what is it inside that has to be changed? What is it that is holding me, not necessarily holding back? The reason that I like this formulation is like holding back, it implies that, okay, power is outside of me somewhere. I was just doing new moon readings that I offer every few months. And one of the questions that I got, it's like, will this happen? Will this happen? And I said, hey, like when you're asking these questions, is you're asking as if, first of all, there's that beggar energy, like, oh, well, am I worthy of this? Will I get this? Right? It's like we want to be in a king or queen energy. Like, this is what I need. This is what make me feel good. This is what I need to run my kingdom. This is what I need to give to others, right? It's a very different energy than like, well, I'm not really worthy, but like, can I have a little bit more? Okay, it's very different. And so when we ask, will I, in readings, it's like, you just answered no. Okay. Or will I have this even though, and you just answered your question, no. Okay, because your question is asked from this frequency of lack. So the answer is no, you're not going to get it. So these are the kind of things that you're invited to look at internally right now, because as we're coming into this eclipse season, um, you want to listen to the whispers, the gentle nudges, because if you don't, the eclipse season will shake you up. That's what it does. That's what the eclipse season is here for. And shake you into that alignment. And now you can kick and scream and resist if you want to, and go ahead and do that. Or alternatively, you can welcome in the invitation and actually use it. And this is something that I addressed, I don't remember, in a short or a video recently. Is that feminine energy moving through us? It's like that life and the invitations. It's like, ooh, that would be fun. Ooh, my passion calls me here, right? Or like a project, or maybe a relationship, or maybe a new job. And it's kind of like this flirting with it. Okay. When we do not take those invitations willingly, it's like it's our soul wanting to expand, right? And you can do that, or you can resist it. If you resist it rather, it's not going to be as gentle anymore. They're not going to be whispers. They're like roars, okay? Because your soul is programmed for expansion. Your inner critic is not. It's like, no, this is familiar and I know this. Let's stay like this. But stagnant waters get contaminated. Okay, so stagnant waters breed disease. This is something that I actually recently had in my own life, where it's like there was just this stagnation, and I was like, ugh, it's not like thing like the energy isn't moving, and it's because like, okay, what is it that I'm not acting on? What is it that I got the nudge, and I'm like, later, later, when I feel better. And we're waiting for this momentum, like, oh, when it feels just right, when like everything is certain, then I'm going to take that action step. That's not how it works. Okay. Life meets you at the point of action. And so part of that is like, do you trust? And this is, again, this is why in Thrive just now we did the session around scarcity, as like I was guiding someone directly through this. Are you open enough to trust your joy, to trust your well-being? Do you feel enough that like, wow, my joy is supported by life, that there is plenty? Understanding that it's not this fight or flight, this state of, just tension that's going to make things happen. It's actually me and my receptivity. It's me and my ease, right? How successful have you been at accomplishing something when you're yelled at? And there's just like the stress and like verbally abused versus when you're just inspired to do it. Okay, very different results. And so, where is it that you're doing that internally with yourself? Right now is the time to look at that. How's your internal dialogue? This is why so many of us, we have like this, like, no, I can't do anything. And externally, I'm not called to this right now. It's about, okay, internally, from which place are you creating so that any external, yeah, like action step, anything you say, anything, like even thought, that's already a manifestation. So that all of that is created from the place of alignment, from a place of fulfillment, from a place of that, just everything is moving in one direction. Because so many of us have this like, I love when this comes up in sessions. Um, I have some clients that are they're like, oh yeah, I believe I can have anything that I want. I'm like, great, you're totally on it. Like, yes. And then they go, so anyway, about my relationship, like with this thing, I do have to play small with that one. I'm like, that goes completely against what you just said. What are you talking about? What are these inner narratives that are just they're complete opposites. They're not, and not like in a good way that like, the yin yang balance of the opposite, not at all like that. It's like you're going in different opposite directions. Okay? So right now is the time to look at that. And this is why I want to come on in here. How long is this? 10 minutes. We're good. I want to keep these short. The current invitations, if you want to make life easy for yourself, looking instead of trying to do, and why I'm producing, why aren't I getting these results? Which place are you trying to get these results from? And again, listening to the whispers before the eclipse season so that you have a more of a smooth ride. All right. So on this note, taking a deep inhale in, coming into your body, feeling heavy on your seat. What has been acting up for you recently? Letting me know below in the, actually, I can't see the chat because I'm from Zoom, but let me know that down below in the comments. What is active within you right now? What is the emotion that's most active? Because you can't work with something that you don't see, that you don't know is there. So, what is it that you're feeling? A lot of us are like, okay, well, it's that, but let's pretend that it's not there and let's put a happy face sticker on. And it's like, it's fine, it's fine. It's like it's anxiety. It's fine. I'm just excited, but I don't know it yet. Um, you want to name what is present and also what is it showing you? Where it's showing you where you want to go. Where do you want to go? Right? It's like, oh, it's anxiety. Where do you want to go? Peace. I want to feel peace. Like, okay. And you can have that intention and it can exist while the current, like, can you accept the current state, maybe of anxiety as an example? Okay. And again, if you want like weekly support with this is literally what we do in Thrive and like, direct support at a fraction of a price of what I offer for one-on-one sessions. Um, and the results with that, with like, the quarterly targets and with like soul alignment and like, how do I bring, first of all, align my energy and then bring that in my everyday life is just absolutely priceless. So if that's something that you want to check out, you can get on a free clarity call with me. It's down in the description. So to close here, taking a deep inhale in, what is your action step from what I shared? What does that look like for you tangibly? Like, okay, me looking at my stuff, what does that mean? Where is the first like misalignment in my life that I know like, oh yeah, that's coming up? And how may I shift that over the next, well, ideally 2 weeks before the full moon. So that was it. I thank you so much for being here.